On today's video, I want to do an update on my previous video of 3 major flaws of the Eufy S340 that you need to know. It's now been a few months and I've had many comments asking me if everything is still the same or if there have been any improvements. First of all, some people have come at me very aggressively because they say the Eufy S340 is perfect and that I am just nitpicking. First off, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I'm just speaking the truth from my point of view. With that being said, I actually love my Eufy cameras and I am fully rocking them to this day. I own two of them and they work great for the most part. Would I recommend you get them? Yes, sir, I would. You should buy them. You can place them literally anywhere. They auto charge with the sun, and the tracking works phenomenal. There's nothing out there like that. Now, just because of those positive, it doesn't mean it can't improve or become better. And that's why I mentioned the flaws, which were number one, no way to disable vehicle notifications without disabling the recording. Number two, false motion recordings. And number three, incomplete footage during human activity. Now, let's start with the good news. There have been great improvements to flaw number three, which would have incomplete footage during human activity. I have been using the setting of optimized surveillance along with AI tracking. Both of these are designed to record up to 60 seconds as long as the event is still happening. It now works properly and I'm able to get full events recorded, which is great. Before, I had to use customized recording and make the clip length of a minimum of 60 seconds or so, and at times you only needed 5 or 10 seconds recorded. To me, this was the biggest flaw, but I am much more happier now that this has been fixed. Here, take a look at some of these examples where the full event is actually recorded and it stops as soon as the event stops. Before, it would cut off right in the middle of the event and it became super frustrating. For flaw number two, which was false motion recordings, or you get notified there's activity, but then you go check and there's nothing. After months of using the Eufy cameras, I have narrowed down this motion being triggered from wind. On windy days, I will get notified that there is motion, but there is nothing out there but just the wind. Now, you can mitigate this by doing two things. Turn down the sensitivity to 3 or 4, and by making sure your camera is properly secured. My one camera that is on the house siding has the wind problem more, but the other one that's secured to wood does not have this problem. So if you know, vinyl siding moves more easier with wind and movement. So I think the wind makes the camera move a bit, which causes the notifications to set off. And the one on wood is a lot more stable and does not have these false notifications. Finally, for flaw number one, which is disabling vehicle notifications, but still being able to record the event, unfortunately, this is still not available. Yes, I know you can select to record certain zones or you can turn off notifications completely, but I don't want to do either of those options. I want to still record vehicles and I don't want to remove certain zones. I want to record everything. I just want the capability to get notified on particular events, but I still want to get everything recorded. For example, let's say a car hits my truck. I want to be able to go back in time and review the footage. But I do not need to get notified every time a car passes by. There are certain cameras from Eufy that do have this option, so I'm not sure why the S340 doesn't have this available. Also note that adding the Homebase does not add this feature. But some nice things about adding the Homebase will be increased storage, central locations for all your recordings, and the speed becomes blazing fast when you're reviewing footage. If you don't have the Homebase when you're reviewing the footage, it could get a little laggy to play back some of the footage. But once you add it, it's like instantly blazing fast. Overall, I am extremely happy with my Eufy cameras and would recommend them. The value you get is tremendous compared to any flaws that exist, especially since the biggest one with human tracking and recording is now fixed. I hope you found value in today's video. I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I'm just speaking facts from my personal use and from my experience. Subscribe to the channel for more free tech videos and give this video a like so it can spread to other people. Until next time, Ultra Tech out.